right, making their way to the railing, we have the elite and junior women's scratch race. This race is going to be 7.5 kilometers or 30 laps. The athletes in this race are Alison Daniel from Continental Crit Nasty, Orillia, Ontario. Sarah Ann Rasmussen from SAS Makojip Acquisio powered by Mazda. Valina Sintel from Wheels of Bloor. Sarah Giovanetti from Kurzawinski Coach Bike Zone. Candice Moot, who's hot off the sprints. Callisto Forest City Velodrome. Aubrey De Silva from Breaches Cycling Club. Ruby West from Centurion Next Wave. Catherine Bergeron, Equipe de Quebec. Ali Van Iserdorn. Riders need to be together. This is a neutral lap to start. Riders will need to form a pack before the race begins. And the pistol shot signals the beginning of this race. It's a pretty straightforward race. At the end of the 7.5 kilometers, whoever crosses the finish line first is the winner. Also in this race, we have Naomi D'Souza from Callisto Forest City Velodrome, Deidre Henderson from NCCH, Lauriane Genet from Equipe de Quebec, Amelia Bell from Team NCCH, and Hilary Lowry from Team NCCH. Sarah is the one with the pink helmet. She's happy to sit out in front and dictate the pace. Everyone else seems happy to follow her. Behind her with all the funky colors, we have Aubrey. All elite and master A-men, please report to bike check. Following the scratch race will be the elite and master men scratch race. So it looks like everyone's holding their position in this race. Still holding a relaxed pace on this. So at the front we have Sarah Giovanetti, who's riding up top. Beside her with the pink striped socks, that's Ruby West, who was racing in the sprints just a moment ago. Sarah has picked up the pace. Ruby's right on her heels. NCCH rider is ready to jump on that as everyone settles back into their pace. So Catherine Bergeron is the Quebec rider who's at the front. Looks like a pack of birds out there as they're forming a nice triangle shape. And making a move, we have Ali Van Iserdorn, and with her she's taking Hilary Lowry. So it's Ali and Hilary who have attacked. Our Quebec rider is moving up. Catherine is trying to close the gap. They have about a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bike lengths. So that's Ali and Hilary. It looks like Catherine's joined them. Sarah's leading the chase. That move definitely woke everybody up. Doesn't look like there's enough of a gap, but they're going to keep on going as the pack pulls up track. Hilary pulling up, letting Catherine pull. Those three riders are committed. Sarah says, if no one else is going to pull them back, then I will. Sarah closing the gap. And they settle back into a relaxed pace. A little bit quicker than what they started at with 22 laps to go. So if a rider manages to break away and lap the field, they still have to race, but they'll then be in the lead. So sometimes that's a tactic that people use. Then they don't have to race against as many people. So same with the attack that we saw. Riders try and get ahead just to increase their chances of winning by racing against fewer people. And there's another attack off the front. Looks like a Forest City Velodrome rider. Right on her heels was an NCCH rider. So that's Candace that decided to attack that, who just finished the sprint tournament. And on her wheel, we have Amelia Bell. Again, not enough of an attack to get away from the peloton. Riders seem quite content to keep everybody together. That's Naomi. Naomi just pulling up with the pink socks. Looks like those moves are tiring out half the field, keeping the other half motivated. Sarah Giovanetti's now up top, riding all alone. Aubrey's leading the pack, but seems happy to leave Sarah there. Everyone's taking a rest. We'll see if someone else has the guts to make an attack and try and get away. "17 laps to go." They're getting close to the halfway mark. A lot of riders get scared to attack. They want to have enough juice in their legs to finish strong, which is why you'll see some tentative riders up there right now.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, thank you. Don't pirate it, though.
No, we get like our parents are watching, both our parents are watching.
Everybody is together. There's benefits to being at different parts of the group. If you're in the middle, you get pulled along. You get the full benefit of the draft, but it also means that you're boxed in. If you're up top, it means that you can get some moves as you attack, and it looks like there's another attack. I believe that is Ali van IJzerdoorn. So Ali van IJzerdoorn with Sarah Rasmussen hot on her wheels. Ali and Sarah, this will be a strong attack. Both these riders have had good success in the past. Amelia Bell is chasing them down. It looks like Amelia is going to catch on to those wheels. So we had two elite riders who got chased down by a junior rider. Strong juniors here in Ontario. A lot of these juniors and elites came through the Forest City Velodrome program, riding out of London at the track that's there. So we've passed the halfway mark. The pace has set up again. We've got 12 laps to go. Anybody can win this. 12 laps. Anyone can win. So it looks like so far our attacks have been little testers, just to see as a rider picks up the pace up and over the top. It's an NCCH rider. So it's Hillary Lowry who's going again on her wheels. We have Candice Moot. Both those riders were active earlier. Hillary's attack had the same result as the other ones, just not quite enough to get ahead of the pack. All the riders motivated to stay together. Hillary's still doing all the pulling though. Sarah's on her heels. Candice, who was sprinting earlier, has decided to go back to the pack for a rest, trying to find a wheel to sit on. And again, the pace slows down, allowing everyone to catch their breath, rest their legs. 9 laps. Things will start to get heated in these final 9 laps. Again, the first rider across the finish line wins. With these combined categories, it's also tricky for the athletes in it because they'll be broken apart for the results. So you not only have to pay attention to what's happening in the race, but also know who you're racing against in that field, who the masters are, who the juniors are. Aubrey's making a move to the front. Pace is picked up a little bit by a Quebec rider. Everyone seems to be hot on her heels, though. So Catherine Bergeron again trying to attack, but she's taking Amelia with her. Amelia's motivated to win this. Amelia's been active at the front. So far, everyone's been following them along. So we've got elites, we've got juniors, we've got everybody watching everybody else. 6 laps to go. All right, Aubrey's at the front, Amelia's at the front. 5 laps to go, that's just over 1 kilometer. Everyone's gonna start fighting for positions when they get to this part of the race. If you're too far back, you get boxed in. Not enough room to move around. So with 4 laps, 1 kilometer. Oh, we have a little bit of a fall. That's number 60, Lauriane. Someone will be able to make sure she's okay as her coach is running. Unfortunately, she's not allowed to enter back into the race with this few laps left as Candace makes her way to the front. So Candace is going for it. So Candace is an elite. We got Aubrey, the next elite. Then we have Hillary, which would be the first junior, but on Hillary's wheel, we have, I believe that's Amelia Bell. Amelia Bell, Hillary. So on the black line, we have 2 elites. On the red line, we have 2 juniors. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as the 2 junior riders continue to accelerate. That's Naomi. Naomi's making a move. Also a junior rider. Sarah Rasmussen is starting to come up and over in the pink helmet. Sarah's going to be racing against Aubrey in the colors. And on the bell lap, it's Naomi. Naomi is gunning. She's got Ali Van Eisendern on her heels. And Amelia. Those are the first 3 juniors. Naomi, Ali. Next up we have Aubrey. Looks like Aubrey, Sarah, and then Sarah. Excellent finish. So the first 3 riders were our first 3 juniors. The next 3 riders were our first 3 elites. Very exciting last few laps to that category. All right, so as the women make their way off the track, our final event of the evening will be the Elite and Master A men's scratch race. Very enthusiastic crowd, appreciated those last few laps. Very exciting for everyone to watch. Chris Dunbar, please report to bike check. Chris Dunbar.